Hey guys, right here I have a 2009 Toyota Vellfire 2.4Z. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This Vellfire is equipped with Toyota's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the black button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. Along with that smart keyless entry is a push button start system. So to start the Vellfire, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. The first generation Vellfire uses an electric rack and pinion power steering system. This Vellfire comes with a leather steering wheel that features wood trim at the top and the bottom. Fitted on this Vellfire is a 5-speed automatic transmission with manual shifting capabilities. Also found on this Vellfire are front and rear parking sensors and a reverse camera with guidance signs. Safety on this Vellfire consists of 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, vehicle stability control, traction control, an alarm system, an immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the middle row seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. "18-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims are present on this Vellfire. The rims on this MPV are wrapped in Toyo Tranpath LU2 23550 R18 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front, while at the back there are solid disc brakes. For the suspension, it is McPherson struts up front and a rear torsion beam setup. The Vellfire is a 5-door luxury MPV produced by Toyota since 2008. 2 Vellfire generations have been produced so far, the first generation AH20 model between 2008 and 2015, and the second generation AH30 model since 2015. The Vellfire is positioned as a sportier alternative to the more sophisticated Alphard, which is a common practice for Toyota in Japan to have different faces for the same model. This practice can also be seen in models like the Noir Voxy Esquire, the Porte Spade, the Tank Rumi, and more. Signature touches of the Vellfire's exterior include split headlights and clear lens rear lights, which differs from the Alphard's one-piece headlights and red rear lights. While the exterior of the two sees some differences, the interior of both the Vellfire and the Alphard is mostly the same. Under the bonnet of this Vellfire is Toyota's 2AZ-FE, 2.4 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engine with variable valve timing and multi-point fuel injection. This engine produces 168 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 224 Nm of torque at 4000 rpm. The fuel tank carries 65 litres of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the Vellfire 2.4 automatic is 9.4 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 218 grams per kilometer, and the Vellfire is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of this Vellfire include automatic auto-leveling xenon projector headlights, LED rear lights, aftermarket LED front fog lights, aftermarket LED rear number plate lights, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, chrome door handles, and a single chrome exhaust pipe. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window controls. As it says right here, all of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions, central locking, window lock, and your window controls. Trip meter button, interior brightness adjustment buttons, parking sensors, rear interior lights, vehicle stability control. This button raises or lowers the parking pole on the front bumper. Storage. This slot right here is for the Japanese electronic toll collection system, since this car is a Japanese import, but obviously because we are in Malaysia, this system doesn't work right here. Pull this lever to release the fuel door. And the driver's seat in this Vellfire Z does get full manual adjustments. This lever adjusts the seat back. This lever adjusts the seat height. This knob right here adjusts the seat inclination. And this bar down here adjusts the seat position. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Vellfire's parking brake is foot operated. The pedal is located right here and it is currently engaged. To disengage it, push the pedal out, and to engage it, simply push the pedal back down. triple zone automatic climate control system. These are your front controls, and there are a separate set of controls for the rear which I'll show you later. But back to the front controls, front passenger or rear temperature controls, fan speed, front and rear defrost, different modes, recirculation, outside air, off, automatic, driver side temperature, air conditioning, charcoal filter. Dual means if you have it turned on, each of the front temperature zones will be individually controllable, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides. Rear air conditioning, and the digital clock, which is located within the climate control display, is adjusted using the buttons right here. Storage, power outlet, and more storage down here. There is also a bit of storage below the head unit. This Vellfire comes with an aftermarket Pioneer AVH-XL5750BT touchscreen head unit with a 7-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. The sound system that this Vellfire uses is actually quite good. We are currently in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information, title, artist, album, genre, play pause. Right up here, you can go to your radio, Bluetooth audio streaming or auxiliary menus, shuffle repeat, hit that button and you can go back a song, go for the song, look at your song duration. This button to bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu where you can dial a number, look at your call lists, look at your phone book and whatnot. Right up here, you can bring up your list of folders, equalizer settings, and right above, the audio settings. To go back to the main menu, hit the middle button. And right here we are in the main menu where you can access your apps, navigation, your various media options, your Bluetooth telephone menu and settings. Hit the mode button and you can cycle between the whatever menu that you are in and the navigation maps. Right here you can zoom in and out, change your view, go to your desired location just by tapping on the display, and hit the button below to bring up your navigation menu where you can enter destination, more functions, travel guide, route options, exit, and below the settings. Back to the maps, and this button turns the display off, while these two adjusts the volume as shown earlier. Seek track and hit the eject button to bring up either the tilt display or ejecting the CD. Front quarter windows, central locking, power folding side mirrors, volume controls, seat track controls, different mode selection. These 3 set of controls right here, however, don't work anymore since the original head unit has been swapped for an aftermarket system. However, the display button below still does go through the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, outside temperature, instant fuel consumption, average fuel consumption, average fuel consumption after refueling, range, display off, and back to the outside temperature. Light and indicator controls, wiper controls. This button right here turns off the powered rear doors function. And the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Adjustable front center armrest for the driver and front passenger. Cup holders. You can retract this portion if you want it to go down and use this area as storage. Bit of storage right here with a large storage bin below. Aftermarket wide angle rear view mirror, but the original rear view mirror is a manual dimming unit. Sunglass holder, front reading lights. It also doubles up as your front interior lights. And right here you have the controls for the two powered rear doors and the powered rear hatch. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. And there are a couple of grip handles, one on the A-pillar and one right above. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. The Vellfire's powered rear doors can be operated 4 different ways. This lever pops up the leg rest. This lever adjusts the position of the seat. This one flips the seat back forward so you can gain access to the last row of seats, while this one pushes the seat towards the middle. There is a area right here where you can store items and get the cup holders. Right, so let's just quickly climb into the back. Now, with the middle row seats set in a fairly comfortable position for me to be in, the last row of seats actually do get quite a lot of leg room, slightly more than this, and about this much in terms of headroom. Well, there is quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. As for reference, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. So the back seats are actually, or rather the third row seats are actually quite comfortable. For the left side, storage and a couple of bottle holders. with a grip handle, hook, aircon vent and light above. And for the right side, grip handle, hook, aircon vent, light, and the same storage with a couple of bottle holders. I did forget to mention, but there are also storage pockets on the middle row seat backs. Now, climbing back into the middle row seats, I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. As mentioned earlier on, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I get slightly more than this in terms of legroom, and also slightly more than this in terms of headroom. It's actually very spacious for the middle row seats as well. Storage pockets on the front seat backs, together with hooks. And right above, for the middle row, like the last row of seats, you get grip handles, aircon vents, and lights. The aforementioned rear climate control system is right up here. This one turns on or off the ambient lights, different modes, fan speed, temperature, automatic and off. As for the door panel, window control, bottle holder, speaker, and storage. There are also grip handles on the B pillars. There are 2 ways to open up the powered rear hatch in this Vellfire and 3 ways to close it. Boot space of the Vellfire with all the seats in place is not that great, so for extra space, the third row seats have to be folded away. To the right of the boot is a light. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, and storage. The front passenger seat in this Vellfire does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the height adjustment and the inclination adjustment. Quite a big glove box, additional storage right here. As per the driver's side, grip handle on the A-pillar, and right above, the sun visor for the front passenger does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Curved view mirror, Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2009 Toyota Vellfire 2.4Z. Thanks for watching and goodbye.